Hey, everybody, it is Friday, and it is Black Friday. Oh my God! Oh, yeah, we're not running any Black Friday specials. Screw that. It's good enough that I'll be in the shop and you can come get keys made, but Fondren's not really a Black Friday shopping type destination because that's more of a like corporate giant type thing. Now, some of our merchants in Fondren do offer specials, and other than that, it is 9 o'clock. I'm doing a 9:30 to 3:30 today, so I'm leaving kind of late. Girls slipped in. They went Black Friday shopping last night, which is ridiculous. I don't know what time they got in. I remember hearing the wife come in. I don't know if the daughter came in or stayed out, but I guess she left. The wife left at like 10. The daughter left at like 8. And I'm pretty sure I didn't wake up fully, but we have German Shepherds, so yeah, they'll wake you up if anybody walks in the house. And a Chipu. Actually, the Chipu is the alarm, the little one. But you can see we are coming up on one shopping area for Flowood, and roads are pretty clear today. That's good. Parking lots are full. Looking over to the right where Best Buy is, and they got a full parking lot. So I guess everybody's out spending money today. Are y'all gonna go Black Friday shopping? If you do, let me know in the comments. Let me know what kind of Black Friday shopping y'all go do. If you have to get forced by your other half to go, or if you go on your own to do stuff. I would imagine most of you guys, if you do a Black Friday in the U.S., of course. I know I've got overseas guys who are like, Black Friday, screw that. Black Friday is basically ridiculous time for stores to drop all their prices to more realistic prices and make you think you're getting a good deal, and rack up on large quantity of sales. Instead of going for like more profit per item, they go for more people, more profit, more number of things sold. So it's a kind of ridiculous thing here, but you can save some money. The only two places I would fathom, and I don't even like Lowe's, which is to my right here now, because Lowe's is more of a homeowner type store. They're not really contractor or, real deal. Or Home Depot is here, and here anyway, Home Depot sells better tools, better products, a more variety of products, and Lowe's focuses real heavy on their, cheesy brands that are homeowner quality. But I got Flowood out heavy, Flowood PD. 3 of them in a row here, watching for speeders. But other than that, yeah, I'm not going to go Black Friday shopping this year. I did the video a few days ago showing kind of what Home Depot had this year. And I started looking on their website. I really would like to, but honestly, I don't have the extra cash to go buy some stuff. I've really been wanting a new drill, and I was thinking about switching to Milwaukee. But I'm really considering getting a 12 volt, believe it or not, just a regular little screw gun type drill to keep with me more than my bigger drill, just for quick touch-ups and stuff. But again, unfortunately, I don't have the extra cash to go blow on stuff that I really want, but I don't need. I mean, honestly, I don't need it because I've got a drill. I just want it. But I was looking through the email Black Friday. You get the emails from everybody, and it seems like, aside from the stuff that I showed in the video, which those drill bits, they're a good price. And I went Wednesday to the same store, Home Depot, to get those $17, $18 drill bits that are about half price. But they had them covered up with black plastic in preparation for Black Friday, so I couldn't get them. Maybe I'll shoot over there this afternoon and grab it, but I don't want to go because I'll be real tempted to use money use money I don't really have to buy a stupid grill. And you know, Christmas coming up, I gotta save all my cash for presents for everybody else. My wife's birthday is on Christmas Day, which sucks. So Christmas is a hard hit for me because I have to get Christmas presents for everybody and then birthday present for her, and it just sucks. But other than that, I'm headed in. The master key job that I did, posted most recently, she just called me, and apparently she is coming in today sometime. And I have a date with my oldest daughter at 3:30 when I leave the shop to go eat some apple pie with cinnamon ice cream at a new Mexican restaurant that's like a fancy Mexican restaurant. But we're only going for ice cream and apple pie. Cinnamon ice cream and apple pie. Oh my God. Oh my God. Maybe I'll put a clip of it in here right now. But yeah, I'm going to do that and then head back home. And tomorrow, same thing. Just come up to the shop like I do every Saturday. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and take a break here and see y'all in a little bit. We're going to be at the shop here shortly. Like I said, I don't expect it to be real busy today. And since the girls are coming tomorrow, yeah, I forgot about that. They're coming tomorrow to do Christmas decorating at the shop. I'm going to try to do a couple of videos in the shop on stuff that I've thought about doing and I just hadn't gotten around to. So maybe I'll get a chance to do that today. So we'll see. And we'll get it in this video maybe. All right, see y'all in a bit. I just realized I could, it's like, while I'm doing this, I could be filming, right? And talking and filming. It's quiet up here. Cleaners is not there, so their equipment's not running. The shoe shop's not there. They actually skipped out halfway through the day yesterday. They're banging and running equipment over there. It's only 9:30. I don't know if the restaurant across the street is open for lunch today. If I owned a restaurant, I would certainly not open the day after, unless you were in a shopping area. Then I could see it. But anyway, what was I doing today? I took I'd been collecting all the Corbin Russwin cylinders that I run across, and I've been putting them in that, and it's been just sitting in the counter for no reason. And I've got, some of them were these. Old Corbin, I tore that tag off because the box kind of fell apart, but it's actually C1 Keyway CO98. And I've also got some of those flat keys there, and those are like, we found them at a hobby craft store type place. Just one of those spur of the moment, oh hey, look at that, let's get that. Spur of the moment purchases. But what I'm trying to do here is get these cylinders as perfect as they can be and make keys for them. Probably. I don't know if I'm going to make keys for them or not. And it looks like it's just grime. Like this looks like it had tape on it. Ugh. And when you leave tape on something for 50 years, because that's about how old these are, it's going to leave a mark. It's going to be hard to get off. So on the ones where I really think I can get it perfect again, I'll go beyond this goof off to maybe Brasso or something. Oh, the phone's ringing, so I'll be right back. Okay, well that was somebody who had our number on her key, and apparently she's been several places trying to get it, and just called to get directions. So there is no telling what kind of key she's got. It could be anything from a high security OSA key, which she's going to be sad about that if we don't do it, but we stamp our name and phone number on all keys, so it could be anything from a Y11 because we get a lot of referrals. Looks like all these cylinders are like half and half. The bottom half on them is shaded darker. So I'm wondering if they had tape across the top of each one of these, because every single one's pretty much the same, and I can't get that bottom. I can't get that bottom any cleaner. I don't know if it's just heavier grime, because it appears to be coming off. And I don't really want to invest too much time in these because I may never need them. I want to get them cleaned up as goodish as possible. See, it is kind of coming off, so I guess that's just grime on the bottom half. Maybe the tops were covered with tape and the bottoms of them were left exposed, but again, I'm not going to spend too much time doing that. Now, these two are actual antique off of doors where you can see that's been used. So look, this has got a code. I guess that's the code stamped on that one. But these are adjustable cylinders, both of them. So while I had the goof off in a pan like that, I went ahead and just dipped the face to get any of the little icky stuff off of them. They're obviously going to be perfectly aged. So what I do with these is, say I'm in the field, go to a house in Reiki, and they've got one of the old front doors, which is very common for us to have Corbin type front doors around here. But if, as you know, there's could be any number of keyways from that era. Could be any of the earlier keyways. So in lieu of carrying all different Corbin Russwin, like 40 different Corbin Russwin keys, and I say 40 because it literally could be anything from C01 all the way up to the C, which these were more, there were some that were more, even back then, still industrial kind. But I've run across C080, that's the common ones that we run across. Depending on the era, the C01s would have been probably like 40s, 50s, and then 50s, 60s, and 70s would have been like C087, an occasional like SK1 CO62. But that kind of starts going into the commercial side of Corbin Russwin from the 40s to the 60s. But other than that, I'm almost done with this gooey stuff. The paper backing came off real sweet, so we will be able to use these as probably Christmas tree decorations. We can string them up and hang them on the tree. That's probably what we will do with these. So I have a purpose for doing this. Yes, Christmas ornaments. Which I was supposed to bring the Christmas ornaments. We take all of it to the house because I can keep it in the attic. And the kid and I were the kid was supposed to help me last night. Ew. I'm over here getting high as hell off this goof off. Yeah, she was supposed to help me go in the attic and take all that stuff down last night. Well, she doesn't go in the attic. They're scared of the attic, like girls are. But we did not do that. So we get to do that tomorrow morning. And the Crooked Little Christmas Tree of 2017, I will have these ready to do. And that will give one of them 5 minutes worth of work to string up these little things, because I'm not stringing them up. I will let them do that. They'll probably use fancy little ribbon or something for it. Okay, so I'm done goofing off. Yep, goofing off is right. But seriously, getting these mortar cylinders separated has been a thorn in my side, because they're just sitting on the front counter and like I never need them. So basically they're getting in the way when they could go back here underneath my shelf, where, guess what, all my other Corbin Russwin cylinders are. Yeah, or I could put them in my cylinder drawer. I have briefly showed y'all my cylinder drawer, but maybe a special surprise. Let's go look in the cylinder drawer. How about that? I want to see what's in my cylinder drawer. My cylinder drawer is right here in this military style cabinet thing that I don't even remember where I got that. I remember I got it. I remember it was heavy as shit crap. And it's really heavy as shit crap now because it's got a lot of metal in there. But that is probably the best cabinet I have ever acquired. And it's definitely military because it's marked GMS 7 on it. So in years past, we haven't lately, but in years past, I've spent a lot of time on military bases, simplexes, stuff like that. I've gone all over to every military base in the area where they're locksmith. Presumably, they either have somebody doing that now, or it's just no funding for it, or they have not allocated funding for it. We do cut a lot of keys and sell quite a few padlocks to our two localist, the closest military bases around here. In fact, one of them comes in like all the time to get restricted military best, like F and G keys. So we make a ton of keys for those guys. That is one of them. That's the headquarters is in Jackson. Obviously, Jackson's the capital of Mississippi, so the headquarters is right here by us, which is right around the corner there, yo. Right around the corner there, yo. So I'm gonna put these in boxes. Wait, this is not. This one goes over here. So that what? There are only 4 of them. Yeah, that's a RU-46. That's a RU-46, and then these are my 2 old ones. And those are chrome, so that is only 4 of these bad boys, I guess. Arrow, Sergeant, Yale, Cheap. Yes, and then these go with them, which I did not even bother to wipe off. Duh. So 2, 4, 6, 8. We're looking good on that. And I'm going to take some tape. Information is preserved. So CO98, we can actually put that. I'm not going to put that key back. I did say I was going to make keys for these, but I'm not, because I don't want to. I don't want to take the time doing that right now. I'm gonna skip over to the next thing. I don't really use my Yeti cup. This was a gift from my one of the 2 girls gave it to me. And I don't really use it for coffee. I don't really use it, but she made a full pot of coffee last night for this morning, and I woke up and drank a couple of cups. And nobody was up yet, and I had to leave. Nobody was up except for the dogs staring at me. That goof off is going to make these turn kind of funny. I mean, I'm going to go wash these off, actually. I don't know, that gives it character. It makes them look old. See, I don't know if you can see. I don't know how bright it is. But goof off caused it to get a little white on there, which means it's trying to oxidize, which means these are metal. Really crappy metal, but see how it's trying to oxidize right there? Let me look in the lens, see if it's actually showing up. So probably better do this. Spick and span from the dollar stove. From the dollar stove. That'll just get that goof off. I don't want them to tarnish real heavy. And using chemicals like that, you have to be real careful because it can get out of control. One day, whenever I have the call for it, speaking of chemicals, one day whenever I have the call for it, somebody needs it done, I will show you guys how I'll do a video on it, because I've never done a video on it before. Show you guys how I insta-age, as in taking a piece of polished brass and making it dark, like that. You can take this, or any brass. It's harder with clear coat stuff, not impossible, but it's harder. But you take the shiny brass, say you have a customer wants a deadbolt added on a front door, but they've got this beautiful front door with this beautiful handle set on it that is aged already. All the trim's aged, the door knocker's aged. You can't just take a bright brass or an antique brass. You can't buy, here's a 50-year-old brass color. You have to actually make it that way. So that's it for now, and I'm gonna piddle around up front, and knock out some things that are not really video worthy, just boost general quiet on the strip today. We can go outside here in a sec, since I'm gonna do this. Go take off around slow fondering. I don't really like 4-day weekends. I like them, but I invariably work anyway, so, you know, working to me is just doing something. Even yesterday, it's like just hanging around the house, like, okay, this is good, this is great, but you go more than a day of doing that, and it kind of drives you stir crazy, so I am not a big fan of multiple days off. Oh. Interesting. Shit just appears. It is so slow in the area, I'm not even putting our parking signs out. Which I'm sure some asshole will come along, park right freaking there, and then disappear all day. And have all these other spots empty. So the cleaners is closed until Monday. I can get out here and sweep if I really wanted to be enthusiastic. Kind of getting late in the morning and the restaurant is quiet, so I guess they're closed. Coffee shop is open. Thank God. Thank God. I don't need it now, but I'm going to need coffee soon. I know that's bright as hell, but I don't know what they're doing, but there's an alteration shop around the corner from us here. I don't know if they're open, but the shoe guys are closed with no signage. So, yep, pretty quiet on the hill. Bank across the street. Sure, it's open. Banks can't close longer than a certain amount of time. So, I'm gonna put these padlocks up probably, and I left it out of the video. I was actually going to add it to a video the other day, but it went too long. My supplier split up an order and is shipping it from 2 different areas. So I got 4 padlocks out of like 12 that I ordered. And hopefully the other ones will show up maybe today. Yeah, they might show up today, as a matter of fact. Well, that's good because I have a cutting wheel on it that I need to get. So anyway, gonna do piddle around in the shop and see you guys later. While I'm doing this, I almost forgot to show y'all my cylinder drawer that I just promised I would show you, which I have actually opened it a few times and shown it briefly, but haven't really talked about it a lot. So let's take this padlock off here. I use a locking bar because this did not come with a cabinet, so I used the Avis style. Hold on, let me clip myself up here. An Avis or Major Avis, one of them. Not Avis has the one in the slide, and that's I think that's Major. Padlocks. Okay, this is the heaviest drawer. You'll see why. This is an awesome cabinet. Full extension. Well, I'm way off on my camera. Hold on. Let's drop it down. Drop it way down. Whoa. 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 There we go. What to say here? Some of them have, yeah. It's I'm not really going to say much about it. You can see for yourself. Baldwin. Mostly Baldwin and Corbin Russwin. And almost all Mortis cylinders. And almost all keyed Mortis cylinders. Everything from the antique guys. Using the old ye olden keys to commercial stuff. To oddball commercial stuff. In desperate need of a, like everything in the shop, in desperate need of a nice little organizating. I don't know why there's key and knob cylinders in here, but there are. But even some other ones like Yale removable core, just cylinders that I have laying around. Going back to that other thing, here's a Baldwin cylinder that I tried to do that too, and it came out. You can see how green it turns on the back. You just strip it apart. You got to do the face of the plug, otherwise you'll have a shiny plug. And this one is going to get restripped with that other cylinder. But basically everything from old antique, that's a reading key, waiting to be keyed up, just like these other ones are. Taylor adjustable cylinder, that's an old, that's weird. Everything, you know, just cylinders, mostly bright brass and polished, well, copper. I'm just going to shut up and make room for what I'm trying to do here. Bouvet, Welch. I've sent out a few of these to some of you guys. The old Welch cylinders. I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 of those still. Yes, none of these get given away for the most part. These are my collection, just like it's in my top drawer. This is basically my cylinder collection. And right now I'm making room for this. Hey, I should do this actually. Yeah, I should have done it. Oh shit. I should have done it on top. Dad blast it. Like that. Because where I'm keeping it, it's easier seen from the top. There's even an old Norwalk. Norwalk with a national key. Not a national key that works. Might as well put these in here too. Well, no. I don't know. Somebody come organize this shit for me. Wait. Like chrome, copper, Corbin. Nah, yeah. This would take a while to do. And I would have to trust in others' OCD to do that. And everybody's OCD is different, so the end result I probably would take a lot of adjustment to. Whenever I had employees here that did stuff, whenever they would do little projects that I set them off to do, I would be like, this is gonna take some getting used to. And then all the antique ones together, and all the Baldwins together, and all the Baldwin with the quickset keyway together, and all the Welches together. Yeah, you get the idea. I could actually have a lot more room in here if they were all standing up. See, this is mixed in. This should be over here. I could actually get even more cylinders in, and I do have more that I need to put in there. I may do a time lapse one day, I guess, because that would take me like 2 hours to do. 2 to 3 hours. And I'd have to set up a board here to be able to move them back and forth. So, what y'all think of time lapse? And everybody's like, what's down there? What's down there? What's down there? Car stuff, car stuff. You see Medico in the bottom corner and then Best on the bottom. Yeah. I'll show you. Mopar. This is actually just what fit in here. Because I've got 2 of those kits. Pretty much brand new. I'm good to go on working on Y157 stuff. So bring in your 1990 Chrysler lock problems because I can handle it. My Medico kit's actually over there because I've been using it off and on. But I can move it back now. Don't do a lot of Medico, but I got it when I need it. Tons of Medico tail pieces for the old stuff, because we used to work on a lot of the air and sky stuff for sure, but I do not really do that anymore. And I've got another Best kit over there too that's smaller that I use often. Oh, look at that. Cylinders. More cylinders. Cylinders and cores. Construction cores. Ooh. What are these? Rim. These are certainly not Best, and these could certainly go in my collector, should be in my collector thing. Oh no! And y'all have seen all these. Heart. I have a handful of these left that are mine. So smooth. No, destroy. Do not destroy. Please don't destroy. So, yeah, I figured I'd let y'all drool over that. I've actually got a few of those spread around that get back in here. I used to have lots of these. Oh, there's the phone. Be right back. Yeah, okay. So somebody lost keys for a car and they had a key code, but he didn't have an ID. He had the title and everything, but he didn't have an ID. I was like, well, sorry. And then he was just wanting just one key, and I'm like, no, we sell code keys for cars by twos. Flat price, code key for those old cars, $35 plus tax. But you got to have your ID, and especially if you have the key code, and you're coming here, and we can't be at the car itself. And you got to have the title and ID any which way, but especially in that case. So we'll see if he pops in, because he did not want to provide an ID. And I said, well, if you want the key, you gotta have an ID and it's gotta match the title. So we'll see if I have to cut a key for an old car today sometime. Be definitely checking hard on the ID and all that. He mentioned he was fixing it, so there's no telling. He could be doing it for somebody and lost the key and doesn't want to tell them. Could be any number of things. But either which way, you ain't getting a key until you got the ID. So, oh yeah, what I was doing. What was I doing? I've got one cylinder here that I've been meaning to put in that drawer. And it is a US 3 finish mortise cylinder. Same thing that I just showed you, except a bright brass mortise cylinder. So, Medico, how'd you get in here? You go here. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. I'm going to do some other pillar around stuff. Hey, this was my last phone call. Yeah, can you put a lock on a toolbox? Well, sure, we can make a key for it. Did you lose your key? Yeah. Oh, well, can you come to us? The toolbox is not attached to anything, so we'd have to bring it in. I mean, we can, but it's more expensive, and I can't today. I'm not doing service calls today. I'm stuck in the shop by myself, so I was like, well, we can make a key for it. Just bring the toolbox in. Oh, even if it's messed up. What did you do? Oh, well, we drilled it. This is a shop. Why did you drill it? Did you just lose your key? Yeah. I was just like, nah, call Husky and get a replacement lock. Some of those toolbox locks we do have, but at that point I'm just like, no, call Husky. I did tell him, I said, you could have just come and get a key made for it, but yeah, he goes, well, I wasn't thinking about that. Well, I wasn't thinking about y'all. I just put a drill to it. Please don't do that, people. Please don't put a drill to anything. Call around first. Yeehaw, Friday. Okay, get you back up to speed. I'm going to stand right here so that I can hold things. No, I'm not going to do that. Hold on. Where should I? Oh, there. That's much better. Hey, Yoda! So, catch you back up to speed. It is like almost 1 o'clock now. It is 1 o'clock now. And for you watch guys, it's upside down, but Skagen. I like Skagen watches because they're small and they don't stick up a lot. I don't like those big watches like some guys like. Nothing wrong with it, but I just prefer it to be sleek. 1 o'clock, I've had the key that I was talking about earlier, and I almost forgot about it, but somebody called about a key with our name on it. Turned out to be an ASA key. Turned out to be a house that they bought back in 10 years ago, and had 2 keys, lost one, so they needed some more, so I had to have them refill out the ASA paperwork. I actually knew which house it was. We don't have a whole lot of houses. We have a fair number of houses that have ASA on it, but when she gave me the address, I figured out whose it was. I remember the house. So we had her refill out new paperwork and cut her a couple keys. The rekey and master key people figured out who it was. They actually run a bed and breakfast type place in Mississippi somewhere in Mississippi, and they come into Jackson often, and they always come see us. We've done a lot of stuff over the years, over the past like year and a half. They came in with an old antique big, and I fixed the antique lock and got them keys for it. So she had new locks to put in over there, so I fixed all that up, and they actually had antique locks as well, so I got them some set screws. And I had a ham sandwich because we had a ham and a chicken yesterday, and we've got a ton of food left over. So I made me bread and chips and brought everything up to the shop. I don't usually bring my own lunch because we've got so many lunch places around here, but we have so much ham that I was like, hey, I can make a ham sandwich today. So the video is starting to get long. I'm trying to keep it at an hour for the Friday day, which I didn't mean to do, but the video is almost at an hour now. So I'm going to kind of crop it down. I'm leaving at 3:30 today. It's 1 o'clock now. 3 hours, 3.5 hours. I did say I was going to the Mexican place with my daughter to get ice cream. So I'll probably cap it off with that and then start uploading. But I'm not really going to add a whole lot to the video unless it comes up because, oh, and I made a Circle Plus key. Actually, somebody came in with a Plus only key. And if you know anything about GMs, when GMs came out with the Circle Plus or the chip keys, the Z keyway, their first generation of keys was only a plus key. Then they discovered that the transponder was not strong enough to do what it was supposed to do, and they were starting to have problems. Their key was worn out, as any key that's 10, 12 years old gets worn out, and they couldn't get it in the door, and that's because the tip on those, which is very common with the B106 keys, the tip gets really blunt. And it's normally like sharp, and after time it wears down, and it was like literally like this, so they couldn't get the key to go in. So the key was in good shape, it wasn't really worn except for the tip. So to compensate for the tip, when you're copying it, you tip stop it, and then you move the new key forward, and you don't cut the tip. You start it at the angle, like here's where the angle of the tip of the key starts. You get your cutter and you hit it right on the angle, and then start to copy it and leave the tip, so it brings it back into spec and worked fine. Lubricated the locks. So, and explained to them that the old plus only keys was a weaker transponder, which may have been the electrical problems, but since they couldn't lock the door, if the door opened, the alarm would go off and it would kill the battery. I think they're having more electrical problems, but if you have a GM and it's only got the plus key, the little plus on the key, the Circle Plus is a stronger, they redesigned it and made it like a stronger transponder. So I explained that may have something to do with it, but I think the main problem was not being able to lock the door.
Okay.
Here, let me put them together for you.
I know, because I'm just, you are a lifesaver today. I am serious. We have been dealing with this over a year.
Really? What is it, just not start sometimes? Like you go to crank it and it won't?
Yeah,
crank?
battery be dead.
Because what happens is when you walk up to it, because of the key situation, because he's not even been able to lock the door.
Right.
So wherever he goes, the door is unlocked, which is not a good thing. So when he walks up to it, as soon as he opens the door, of course the alarm goes off, and then it starts to drain the battery.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we've been dealing with this for...
When you crank it, it doesn't turn the alarm off?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But sometimes
But if
it
somebody
doesn't even...
opens the door, the alarm's going to go off and
Yeah.
drain the battery when you're not even there.
And see, that's what happens. Sometimes it wouldn't even crank because it was draining the battery. Oh, who is this? Probably telemarketers.
So I am, yeah, that's it. I've taken a couple of calls for tomorrow. I didn't want to do any road calls, but I got emergencies. It's been fairly busy in the shop today. Aside from what you've seen do, I hadn't put the padlocks up yet. I hadn't really done pilling around in my van that I wanted to. I've still got crap I got to do back there. And I've got all the door locks out of my truck right now. Only tools are in my truck. I have no replacement door locks except for grade 2. Those are probably going to have to go back in Monday because I wanted to try to do a little bit this weekend or when I was off, when it was sunny and warm enough to do so. But I just don't like doing that crap at the house. So other than that, you know, unless something else pops up, this may be the end of the video. But thanks for watching if this is the end. If not, then keep watching. But see y'all in a bit, and we'll close it out with something. But I hadn't really added up the times yet, but I think I've got maybe 8 minutes left to do this. So unless I get something very spectacular in, I may or may not post it in part of this video. Wasn't really thinking to do a Friday day, but here you go. I've got the footage, so let's do a Friday day. Right, Yoda? No, wait. Right, Yoda? Yeah, right. Ooh. this is what I'm doing also, which is going to be a separate video. Refilling the pin kits. Let's get closer. I'd close this one because I was done, but pin kit refilling, and I actually just got them cleaned up, and I'm about to fill them. But I've had nonstop customers come in. At one point, I had 4 people in the lobby, so it was worth it coming up here today to work, obviously, because I've done a lot of in-shop stuff. Again, going back to my earlier comment, this video is probably right at too long already, and I've got other videos going, so I may be putting out a couple of videos over the weekend. I'm going to finish filling this up to get them back into my truck. 2 of these go in the truck, well, 3 of them go in the truck, and the other one is my shop kit over there. So yeah, gonna do that, gonna finish this up, and come up here tomorrow, decorate the tree. Actually, I'm not gonna be doing that. The girls are gonna come do that, and I'm gonna go, while they're here doing that, I'm gonna actually go do other work that people have called in today needing me to do. And since I'm by myself in the shop today, I've been pushing off calls to go out, but the few that I need to do for regular customers, I've scheduled for tomorrow while they were here. So they can run the shop while I'm gone doing that and do whatever they're doing. So other than that, I'm done for the day. Thanks for watching this video. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Black Friday. Been busy, so people are out shopping, which is good. And I'm running low on colored keys. I don't have any pink quick sets anymore, or any of those. I gotta get an order in through one of my distributors to restock that, and my padlocks. I did get a box in today. Hold on, I'll show you the box. See what we got in today. And it better be my key wheel, which I think it is. Let's see. Do a quick package opening here. Oh, I just stabbed myself. Quick package opening. Yay! This is definitely not everything that I needed, but it is. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? This is not what I needed. Oh, well. Ew. That says crappy cast. So, pinion gears. Pinion gears made out of the crappy cast material. And some other weird gear. What the heck do these fit? So, pinion gears are used in Jackson Narrow style devices. Oh, and key wheel. Yay! New key machine wheel. We'll go switch this out in a second. But this was supposed to just be the pinion gear. And I got 5 of them. But he said they didn't sell just the pinion gear by itself. So one thing I like about this is it does include the plastic spacer that you cannot find anywhere else, but a very crappy spacer, I might add, that will cause that to come apart, so that's not good. Are they all like that? They are not all like, oh yeah, they are all like that. Oh my god, what crap. Jeez, guys, they're all split. So, okay, so this is the thing. This goes in, number one, this is made out of that zinc crap metal. Somebody makes a different version of this. It's made out of more of a brass crap metal. This is a zinc crap metal, which is the worstest. And I don't even know what this gear goes to. Presumably that meshes there, but I've never seen this particular mechanism in a bar. And this is a LSDA branded deal, so it must go in one of their bars that's a copy of another bar. So I don't need that at all because I've never seen one of those. And the number 2, I did like this at first because I was like, sweet, these little plastic pieces break all the time. So this doodad goes, the tailpiece of the cylinder goes in here. When you turn the cylinder, it turns this, which turns a square gear usually, not this thing. Like I said, I don't know what the hell this is. But usually it's a rectangular with internal teeth. And this moves up and down. It moves it up and down and causes the bars to lift. So these strip out a lot. Unfortunately, I don't want these zinc ones, but it's I'll just keep them for an emergency. But this tab, so it turns in the hole. When you turn the key, it turns, obviously. So with it being split like that is going to cause it to grab, hang up, and twist out. So that is pretty useless. Oh, key machine wheel. Let's go switch it out real quick. Because I've been needing to do this. Where's my pliers at? Where'd my pliers go? Maybe they're over here. Let's go look over here. This poor fella has been needing to be switched out for a while. And it is the same one. So, let us switch this bad boy out real quick. Yay! Wait. This is the machine that I cut my... Oh, wait, that's tight. No, wait, that's tight. Okay. This is the machine that I cut most of our small and wafer, like automotive, and master padlocks and cabinet locks, lots of stuff. Oh. Oh. Shit. That sucker's firmly on there. We're gonna have to whack it off. I need my light whacker for that, and I need a flathead screwdriver. Hopefully this won't be so bad. What the hell? What the hell? Oh, come on. Well, that's just not good. That sucker's on there, isn't it? Let me move this over here so I can whack better. It's coming, I guess. My other machine's in the way. What the hell? Okay, it is coming off. Let's turn it around and whack. Wildly dangerous. That's my spam line. That'll take it off. I'm not even going to answer that spam line. Usually we just pick up and hang up. Ow. No. Oh. Did I do it? Almost. Hey! Jeez. Okay, new blade, battery about to go dead. X23 MC blade. I like that because it has a vertical. It has a vertical edge, which is good for GMs and Quickset Titan. It had the vertical cut in the beginning. Now that we got that pain in the ass off, I'll move this over here and tighten her back down. All right, farewell blade. Thank you for cutting. Thank you for cutting so many keys for us over the years. You have done your job very well, and we appreciate it. Tight. Okay, so let's check a key. See if that banging did anything crazy to it. And we need a small key to check, so let's do a small but accurate. I would say a master padlock, but I'm not gonna do that. What do we have? Let's shoot. Oh, I know. How about Avis discus lock? So I'll just use a Y6. Thought I did, but I don't. Okay, let's stand back here for one thing and make sure that works. And be careful not to hit our new blade. I'm gonna stand back just a bit here. Okay, it's off. No, maybe not. May just be the aftermarket key blank, because the shoulder is lining up still perfectly. So I think that may just be a case of the aftermarket key blank being a little too long, which is why we have the belt sander right here. They did not have cinnamon ice cream. It's either that or they have It's one of those two. I left there. I forgot to put the key in the knock box. Well, that is it for the day, y'all. I am headed home now. That apple pie was kind of disappointing because they were out of the cinnamon ice cream. We specifically wanted cinnamon ice cream, but they were out, so now we know to ask before we get a table if they are out of cinnamon ice cream. It was okay, but it needed the cinnamon ice cream. So I'm headed home and about to start furiously working on a video to hopefully get this out by the end of the day. Got about 4 or 5 hours worth of editing to do on that, so I have to, while it is storing and saving and uploading, I will be cleaning the attic out to get holiday decorations down. So anyway, Thanks for watching, guys. Y'all have a great weekend, and catch you next time.